Here we go!
Well guys, this is happening. Kell has just produced another Sonic Adventure mod out from under his sleeve, and because I have such an emotional attachment to the adventure games, particularly Adventure 1, I am therefore obligated to showcase this mod in all Sega Dreamcast glory! What's up everybody? This is GamerBlake90, proud chief of the Blue Blurs, presenting you with a mod showcase video for Sonic Adventure. Recently, we covered one other mod by Kell that remapped the Hilltop Zone in Sonic 2 over the Red Mountain stage, and now for this video, we're going to be welcoming a special guest from Sonic Adventure 2, and that is none other than the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog, in all his Sonic Adventure 1 glory. And boy ain't it a clean sight, look at this model, man! Like, wow, this is so faithful to how he appears in Adventure 2 that it's ridiculous! And very commendable too, because officially, Shadow never had a render set aside for him in Adventure 1 because he wouldn't be showing up until Adventure 2. But as you can see, Kell believes in going the extra mile, as he's gifted Shadow with his own animations, and even his own voice clips that have been taken from other Sonic games. This is one of those voice clips that will play when you pick him at the character select screen. Listen.
I'll show you the ultimate power.
Frankly, Shadow, you're already showing us your ultimate power by breaking the boundaries and finding your way over to the prequel of the very game in which you made your introduction. Yo, man. When Shadow made his appearance in Sonic Adventure 2 way back in 2001, the shock value of that occasion has never left me. So to see him playable in Adventure 1 is a huge pleasure, and I cannot commend Kell nearly enough for pulling off this act of magic. This is superb! So yeah, we're gonna take Shadow through a couple of stages to show him off, starting with the Windy Valley stage, and yet there's a reason behind each stage that I'm picking here, but we'll get to that in a little bit. First, let's go over Shadow's abilities. They're a complete duplicate of Sonic. He can homing attack, he can spin dash, he can light speed attack. Basically, everything Sonic can do, Shadow can also do, just like in Adventure 2. And there have been some tweaks made to his visual effects to further enhance his character. What he does with Lightspeed Dash, or the homing attack, basically anything, the color of energy that he leaves behind is yellow instead of blue, except for this aura that goes around his body when he fully charges Lightspeed Dash in preparation for either this move or the Lightspeed attack. As far as voice clips go, they'll activate only when you pick him a character select, when he loses a life, when he clears a stage, or when he beats a boss. Everything else you'll hear Sonic instead. So it's not entirely complete in that respect, but still, for a mod of this kind to exist already, this is highly revolutionary. Sonic Adventure modding has really been taking some steps up the ladder recently, and this is yet another huge stride that has been taken by Kell. And now that this mod already exists, one can only wonder what other character swap mod we'll see for Sonic Adventure, Anyway, before we continue, let's go on a little sightseeing. The camera's weirding out right now because we're actually exploring a part of Windy Valley that Sonic, or Shadow in this case, is not quite meant to travel through. This is actually specific to E102 Gamma instead, but because of the flexibilities of the spin dash, we can go on a little sightseeing. Well, so much of it anyway. We can't quite break through a brick wall, let alone phase through it, so unfortunately, the little tour will have to end here. Let's see if we can get the camera to cooperate. Okay, there we go. Usually it's not quite as cooperative when you go through this cave right here, as again, we're kind of breaking the game's rules a bit by taking a different character through here. You can already see that much right now. This is some sorcery. But yeah, that's part of why I picked Windy Valley, because I never realized I could do that up until today. Like, I always knew that Gamma's own take on Windy Valley was designed differently, but I never quite put two and two together and realized that it intertwined with this part of Windy Valley. So let me tell you, being able to discover new and new things about this game every day, even though it's been well over 20 years since its release, is part of what makes this game so fun. And I believe the same can be said for Adventure 2. It works from a very similar angle. But yeah, that's it for our little sightseeing. And, well, nothing about the stages themselves have changed otherwise, as it isn't meant to be a stage mod, but just a character swap mod. Sometimes, though, that's all it takes to completely change up your experience with a game. I would be very skeptical if anyone were to tell me that they loved Adventure 2, but never once stopped to think about just how Adventure 1 would be if Shadow had made his entrance a little earlier than he actually did. If you try to tell me that, I will straight up call you a liar. But it's good to see that reality somewhat realized today, even if on an unofficial capacity. Alright, so we are at the very last part of Windy Valley, which, by the way, contains a remix of a piece of soundtrack from Sonic 3D Blast for those of you that weren't aware of the fact, namely the Green Grove Zone. Really beautiful right there. It was part of what made me think that Sonic Adventure directly followed the events of the classic games, but upon the realization that Sonic's universe has been split into completely different worlds, that theory was discarded entirely. And most important too, I have to wonder just how Shadow would look if he were a classic character instead of a modern character, but at the same time I'm glad he's a modern character because Sonic does need to be allowed to evolve. If he had never been allowed to evolve, would Shadow ever have existed? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Furthermore, you obviously know that Sonic is my absolute favorite character in the franchise, that much goes without saying, but what you probably didn't know is that I have a close second favorite in Shadow. Because come on, a hedgehog who shares Sonic abilities but has a dramatically different outlook and a different history, that was a huge part of what factored into his shock value when he was first introduced in 2001, and despite how much he's changed as a character since, that has never ever left me. It's a pity that he exists as a little more than just Sonic's rival now, but hopefully his character will find redemption. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Alright, so we're right here at the very end of Windy Valley, and oh! In all of this, I totally forgot to show you that Shadow has his own super form, or that hyper form, seeing as he's more commonly referred to as Hyper Shadow as opposed to Super Shadow, which I think is the correct title, Hyper Shadow, that is. But just like with the rest of this mod, this super form is only made possible by modding, so this is also unofficial, but still really awesome to look at. And just like in Sonic Adventure 2, he looks incredibly accurate and detailed. This is something you probably never ever thought you'd see, right? Well, frankly, me neither. But yeah, we're gonna have to cut the festivities short as we are done with the Windy Valley stage. And because I'm such a nice guy, I'm gonna let him stay in his super form as we finish off the Windy Valley stage. And also let you hear another voice clip that plays when he beats the stage. Take a look.
And I wasn't even trying.
And I wasn't even trying. God, the way he said that sounded so cool because, well, it's Shadow. That's par for the course. Right, so now I'm gonna showcase one other stage with Shadow, and I believe that will do it with video. It's gonna be a pretty straightforward showcase, but nevertheless, I think this will be one of the more fun videos I've ever done. I'm having a total blast with this. Now the other stage we're gonna showcase, ooh, I think Speed Highway would be a good selection. Why? Because recently, I've been watching Velcomia's live streams. He's the guy that runs Sonic Central, by the way. Check the channel out if you haven't. It's a treasure trove of Sonic content, along with Blue Vivacity for that matter. But yeah, part of why we're going to Speed Highway is because recently, Velcomia explored this stage in ways I didn't even know was possible. Similar to Windy Valley, basically. But what you do here is, you use the spin dash to come over here onto this rooftop, and then you spin dash up and up and up and up, until you make it all the way up here, where you will actually find an extra life that is placed so far out of the way of the main stage itself. Oh shoot, I thought I died there for a little bit, but nope, we did not. Could have jumped ahead a little further and landed smack onto the rail of which this platform goes, but oh well. A couple style points lost right there, but we've already picked up a lot of that as it is. And yo, look at this. Shadow skating alongside a building. That was yet another huge thing that set him apart from Sonic. You see Sonic running incredibly fast with arms out behind him, but in Shadow's case, he prefers to go ice skating. Or is that roller skating? I don't really know which one to go with. You make up your mind about that. Oh, by the way, Sonic's voice also played when they pick up the speed shoes. Seriously, what's up with this protagonist privilege? I'm just kidding when I say that, though. This is a mod, so it's not going to be 100% of a revamp, but it's as close as it's going to get right now. So we're gonna take this helicopter over here to this helipad. And, yeah, why not? I'll let Hyper Shadow have some time in the spotlight again. I should probably set the music so that we still get to hear the... Oh, well, the missile behaved a little weirdly there. That may be because of the fact that we're currently in our super form right now, or hyper form I should say, so I need to cancel that. When you play the stage in your super form, some elements of it can behave rather abnormally, like with that missile right there, so it's not 100% designed for use in the action stages. I would therefore pick your opportunities to use it very carefully. Anyway, Shadow's going skating alongside a building, only straight down towards the earth, in one of the coolest segments about Sonic Adventure. Woo! Yo, this is something I can never ever get enough of. And not to mention, this stage is like a distant cousin to Stardust Speedway and Sonic CD, so, spoiler alert, this is one of my favorite stages. That section never gets less fun to do. It is so extreme, man, or as extreme as it can get from the Sonic universe, and it's a perfect pinnacle of the evolution in the Sonic formula for its time. Alright, so now that that's behind us, we are right here at the very end of the Speed Highway stage. Or at least we will be when we find a fountain that takes us up towards the capsule. Should be right over here. But yo guys, if you would like to check out this mod for yourself, as always I will leave a link for its download in the description below, so please be sure you go and give that a look. I assure you you'll have so much fun with this. It won't be a completely customized gameplay experience, as Shadow does have its own unique abilities, but like I said, sometimes the character swap mod is all that it takes to make a game a lot more interesting. So I'm going to break that capsule and conclude the Speed Highway stage, and with that will do it for this video as well. Thanks again to Conan and Kell for working on this revolutionary project, and I look forward to seeing other character skin mods following suit after this one. Maybe someone like Rouge the Bat or Omega. Or is Omega even necessary considering we have Gamma? But then again, who cares about necessity? Anyway guys, that'll do it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure to drop those likes and comments down below. Always curious to hear from you. And if you would like to keep up to date with my content, hit that sub button and ring that bell. Ding ding ding, cause I don't want y'all missing out on anything for sure. We've been knocking it out of the park lately with daily uploads, and that's something I'm really happy that I can state truthfully. So let's see if we can keep up that streak for the videos to come. But for now guys, I'm out. I'll see you all next time. Take care, and don't forget blue blurs, and for Shadow's case, I'll also add in ultimate life forms for life. That probably won't catch on, but I'll try it anyway. See y'all later. Peace out.